My names are Isaac Ogutu, and way back when I was in high school, my parents were able to join a group that was working with the ripple effect. They were supported with a dairy cow and more trainings about farming. So it is through those trainings and through the sale of milk and sale of the offsprings of the animal that I was able to go back to school and study. I've been working for Ripple Effect from 2015, and I said from that day that I am going to try my best to ensure that I pass a lot of knowledge. I help very many community farmers so that they can produce more food, they can learn decent ways of farming, and more so improving the quality of soil. Because I noticed that the most challenge that farmers were facing is number one, lack of knowledge and the degrading soils in our area.
The compost basket also helps the soil to retain more water. Mchanga inashikilia maji, mmea unaichukua pole.
So I first came to Uganda 25 years ago for a couple of months. And the reason I came was because I just got fed up with people telling me organic farming. I suppose I've been farming organically for 15 years. It's all very well for you rich white people, but it's never going to feed the world, is it? So I thought I'd go and see for myself, in sub-Saharan Africa where it really counts. I started meeting a few people who were doing what we now call agroecological farming, these very complex, quite small farms, normally less than 2 acres, where they had, they might have had 50 crops growing and, 10 different livestock. And they all fitted together perfectly. It was mimicking nature. And, I just felt I'd arrived, actually. It was really exciting. This was the way I wanted to farm.
Before meeting the ripple effects, I was just a farmer with no technologies, no precautions taken before the ripple effect comes into my life. Let me say, with all the information the ripple effect has given to me, I'm able to be sustainable with or without a very big farm. With a very small piece of land, I can be sustainable. And I can get income and I can feed my family without any stress. So I'm very grateful. I'm so happy.
So the next thing, we now want to build our walls for our keyhole garden. And our keyhole garden, the walls are 3 feet from the compost basket. So we want 1, 2, 3. We can cut this stick.
You also use your stomach.
Myself, before my parents got trainings, we could sleep hungry. I know how it feels to sleep hungry. So when I see people eat the food they have grown on their own and sell some, I feel like my energy or my efforts are not just being wasted. And that makes me work even harder to reach more and more families.
Here in East Africa, they're suffering the impacts of climate change. There's droughts that we've seen in the riverbeds. There's downpours that are washing soil away. Farmers are finding it very difficult to predict the seasons, and they're having both floods and droughts that they're dealing with in trying to produce food security for their local communities. But if you've got healthy soil, you've got children who know how to figure out how to do things, women who can take the lead in coming up with these innovative solutions, that means we can be really resilient and can be really strong, and smallholder farmers can be actually leading the way for global food security in the face of what could be a global food crisis.
Before ripple effect, let me say that Can I put it as an awkward life? Because I was living without a plan. I had no plan in my life, let me say it so. I was specific on only one type of crop. It made me live in that awkward type of life. Because even getting a shilling was a problem.
In our community, they believe a woman cannot own an animal or a land. But now the trainings that were done by the Ripple Effect about gender and social inclusion, out of that, we came out, let me say, victoriously, because we changed the perspective of the community. So with my brothers, they embraced the change and accepted me as a girl child to have my own ownership in their farm, which was not done before. Yeah, I was the first one. On my side, I can say women are very important because they are very social compared to men. Like one woman can be able to meet more than 100 people, maybe for a training. When you empower one woman, it's like you've empowered the whole community.
You know, during those times, I could not even stand before people. I could not even stand before people. But when I received the trainings from Ripple Effect, it really helped me and changed me drastically. So for now, I'm free. Whoever come across me, we just talk as people. Yeah.
Naona ulijua wateka okaso. Nibi tusaganzi.